What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of E&A We Got Time. I'm Alex. First off, I'd like to start off this episode with shouting out to Nick Edwards, Sounds by Swag on Instagram. If you're not following him, go follow him. Got some dope clothing, as you can see. Got a nice button up on. He has shirts, he has hoodies. He does a lot of great things as far as music, clothes. He does some good things for the community. I want to say last year he did a Christmas giveaway for people in need. So y'all definitely go check him out. I will have his Instagram at the end of this video, so y'all go check him out and his clothing and his music, which is also really dope. All right, so without further ado, I'll get right into it. Thursday, we did not get it. Some things came up. I was out of state. Not surprised about that game. Very surprised about Mahomes being out, but hopefully it's not for too long. And on top of that, that division isn't looking too strong, so I do think they can maintain without him. Boom. Moving forward, we're going to my personal favorite team. We got Giants playing the Cardinals at home. I think this is a very, very good bounce back game for the Giants. Even though they lost to the Patriots, they do have the number one defense in the league right now. They're doing a great job getting off the field on third down, takeaways, all of that good stuff. The Cardinals aren't that good of a football team defensively. I think this will be a great game as far as watching Kyler and Daniel Jones really show their skill set. But I have the Giants winning, and I'm not just being biased. I think my defense is somewhat coming together. I like the amount of pressure we're able to get on Brady. Now, Brady isn't as mobile in the lightest bit as Kyler Murray, but I feel as though we can get this done, and I got the Giants winning a very, very close game. Also, we have Saquon and Evan Ingram back. That's going to open up our offense a whole lot more. Daniel Jones is somewhat mobile, so that's something to look out for. I think if we can contain Kyler to under 50 yards rushing and pretty much hold Larry under control. David Johnson has shown splashes this year, but I think we can do a pretty good job maintaining him with Dexter Lawrence and our other interior D linemen. I have the Giants win this game probably 2017, very close, but that's a W. I know earlier in the year I said I wanted us to tank, maybe go 5-11 or 6-10, but I think we can be somewhat competitive, and I'm going to retract my statement, and I'm going to say with everything we got going for us, I say we can possibly go 8-8. Break even, not bad. Next up, we have Rams versus Falcons. Rams just acquired Jalen Ramsey at a very, very high cost, 2 first-rounders and a 4th-rounder. So, again, the Rams will not have a first-rounder. I think this would be the 4th year in a row, if I'm not mistaken, 3rd or 4th. Falcons look terrible, honestly. I'm not exactly too sure what's going on there. You know, they have such great playmakers on offense. Devontae Freeman's starting to get everything going. You know, you have Julio, you have Ridley, you have so many pieces. I'm just not understanding what's going on. The Rams just acquired Jalen Ramsey. I don't think he'll shadow Julio all game. I think, you know, maybe they'll put him on Ridley and they'll play some zone on Julio. I have the Rams winning this game, bounce back game for them against a pretty bad team. I have them winning this game in Atlanta. Next up, we have the Dolphins at Bills. Bills winning this. Anyway, I'm pretty sure the Dolphins are tanking for Tua, or Hurts, whichever one. I don't see them winning this game either. Bills are playing some pretty good football. Yeah, I have the Bills winning this at home too. Next up, we got Jags versus Bengals. Honestly, I kind of want to see this game just for the simple fact I want to see how that defense looks without Jalen Ramsey. I want to see how this next man up thing works. At one point in time, you know, Andy Dalton was one of the top guys for passing yards. Not exactly too sure how, but he was. So I'm curious to see how the secondary is going to step up. But I do have the Jags winning this game. Next up, we got Vikings at Lions. I'm going to have to go with the Lions. They're playing at home. I know Matt Stafford and company, they just lost pretty close game. Vikings last show was really good. I just think the Lions will get this done at home. I think they can worry Kirk Cousins enough. I like Detroit in that secondary. I like how they play. It's a lot of man coverage, so they'll probably be getting a lot more pressure on the quarterback. I'm expecting Darius Slay to have a big game, big play Slay. Next up, we got Raiders at Packers. Packers are 5-1 right now, and they're on a pretty good roll. So also Tyrell Williams, the Oakland's pretty much number one receiver. He's out, or if not doubtful. So I have the Packers definitely winning this game at home. I think it's going to be pretty clear also. I'm going to go probably about 30-17. Next up, we got Texans at Colts. I think this is going to be a really good game. I like both of these quarterbacks. I like what they're doing. Texans just beat Kansas City. They had a really good showing recently. I like Brissett. Hopefully Marlon Mack gets back on track. Get Ebron a little bit more involved in the offense. T.Y. and company. Texans, they have Will Fuller. They have D-Hop. They have a great addition with Kenny Stills. I think this is going to be one of the better games of the week to watch, but I'm going to go with the Texans on this one, a slight edge. Next, we have 49ers at Redskins. I have the 49ers winning this game. I think it's going to be a rough day for the Redskins again. I know they just beat the Dolphins, and I'm not too sure how high they feel about themselves on beating that team, but hey, a win is a win. 49ers front line is real. That defense really will get after the quarterback. I think they held Jared Goff to under 100 yards in the second half, which I don't think has ever happened in his career. So that was a big thing. And they went to the Rams and handed them that whipping. So I think it'll be the same thing. I got the 49ers winning this game pretty clear, somewhere around 30-10 maybe, and I'm being very generous on that. Next up, we have another two teams who are kind of in limbo right now. We have the Chargers at Titans. Titans just made a change at quarterback. The Chargers, they're out. I'm not too sure if Phillip Rivers is going to play. So there's that. Also down the receiver, that also hurts. I'm not too sure who I'm going to have in this game, honestly. Chargers and Titans, I was going over it, and I was looking at it. I want to go with the Titans, but I'm going to go with the Chargers just for the simple fact I think they can get this done if, they get Melvin Gordon going and they get, Keenan Allen gets about 10 to 12 targets. I think they can control the tempo of this game, and I definitely think they can win this. Next up, we have Saints at Bears. If this game was later on in the season, like November, I would definitely have the Bears. The Saints, as we all know, don't really play all that good in cold weather. But it's not exactly that cold yet in Chicago. It is Chase Daniels going against his former team, which is the Saints. So I think it'll be a pretty good game. I think if this is his last game, or even if it isn't, I think Chase Daniels is definitely going to show out in this game and try and prove a point to his former team. With all that being said, though, I have the Saints winning this game. I think Chase Daniels is going to do amazing, but Teddy Bridgewater has definitely surprised me a whole lot with how he's been able to step up and the way that defense has stepped up without Breeze being there. I know Kamara probably won't play, and if he does, it'll probably be a minimal role, but I still have the Saints winning this game, and I think it'll be a nail-biter. I got a 24-21 Saints. Next game we got coming up, we got Ravens at Seahawks. I like this game just for the simple fact, this game's somewhat of a mirror match. Everybody knows Russell Wilson's mobile. Lamar Jackson's very mobile. Both of them like to run the ball a lot, control time of possession. But I have to go with Seattle. I think Russell Wilson's playing unbelievable this year. He's in the top 2 or 3 in most MVP candidate races. I think he's also a better passer than Lamar Jackson is, and I just like what I'm seeing from Seattle a whole lot more than what I'm seeing from the Ravens. So I have this game being very close. Also, barring there's nothing big pops up, I have this game probably 27-20 Seattle. Sunday night, we got Eagles at Cowboys. There's been a lot of talk about the NFC East on how the Cowboys are supposed to be so great and the Eagles were supposed to be so great. Both of them they don't look like what everybody thought they would be. I know injuries have a lot to do with it, and I hate to be that guy to say it, but it's the next man up. We can't make excuses. We just gotta go out there and play every week. With that being said, I think the Cowboys are a little bit more injured. I don't think Amari Cooper's going to play. I don't think Randall Cobb's going to play. They have 2 offensive linemen who will not play also. They have a D lineman who's on IR. The 2 starting corners are out. I think both with a hamstring or one with a hamstring. So they're definitely not looking good all around the board. That Dallas defense has definitely not stepped up to the occasion this year whatsoever. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's going to have a big game. The Wolf Hunter and Byron Jones, they're really going to have to step up in the absence of all these guys and really make some plays happen. But with all that being said, I have the Eagles win this game. If Carson Wentz can just go out there and be the quarterback everybody thinks he is, and I also think he can be, I think this could be a walk in the park. Even though that this game is in Dallas, I have the Eagles winning this game 24-14. And the last game on the schedule for the week, we have Pats at Jets on Monday Night Football. And, the Pats, they didn't look too hot last week against the Giants. I know they ended up getting a victory. If you didn't watch the game, you think it was a blowout, but it was a pretty close game for 3.5 quarters. They got the W. I think the Jets are better, surprisingly, than the Giants. I think overall that team is a little bit more sound. I think they can really get it done on defense and on offense. But I have to go with the Pats just for the simple fact that they have Brady. There's just no other way to put it. I can't really bet against Brady. They're doing a magnificent job of somehow getting this job done. They're 6-0. I have them going 14-2 at minimum, maybe 13-3 if another injury comes up. But pretty soon, N'Keal Harry, he'll come back, which was a first-round pick, wide receiver. So he's going to help that offense out a lot, and they're going to be able to get the ball moving a lot better and the ball moving more down the field. The defense is perfect, just step that offense up. But I have the Pats winning this game, very, very close game. I'm going to give it 2014 Pats. And that's my predictions for the weeks, guys. I want to thank all subscribers out there. I want to thank everybody who watches. Y'all make sure y'all comment on these videos each week. Like I said before, we're giving away money each week to a subscriber who comments and gets the most picks right. Y'all come out, y'all get this money. Y'all come enjoy this good content we're giving y'all. We have some things in the work. We're going to be doing a raffle pretty soon, so be on the lookout for that. And I'm just going to announce it now. There's no point in waiting. As soon as the playoffs start, we're up in the money. We're going to go from $20 to $40 every week. So playoffs come, instead of 20 for the weekly person, it's going to be 40. And for the Super Bowl, we'll probably do whoever gets the total score right closest. We're probably gonna do 50 or 60. That's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna keep it moving. I want to appreciate y'all for y'all time, everything. Like I said, I'm gonna put my cousins. I'm gonna put Nick's link at the end of this video. For the Win is the brand. Y'all get with it. We got some great things going on. And once again, I want to thank y'all for y'all time. Peace.